From Universal Studios in Hollywood, California, it's Home and Family. Today on the show, actor Scott Wolf, and from Little Boy, Eduardo Verastegui, David Henry, and Jakob Salvati. From our house to yours.
Brighten up your day, the Home and Family way.
Okay.
We're going to get things started off talking about a brand new movie that is coming out on the 24th of this month. It's not far away. It is called Little Boy, and here to talk about it are three actors that are in this and one of the producers. Jakob Salvati is here, Eduardo Verastegui. Am I saying that right?
Verastegui.
Verastegui. Verastegui. And David Henry is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
David Henry.
He's back.
Welcome.
So you play the little boy in this, I assume,
Yes.
because they'd be silly if one of these guys were.
We're little boys too.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about Pepper Flint Busby, a smaller kid, and everybody bullies him, and his family and his dad are his only friends, and his dad is pretty much the only one who really spends time with him. And then his dad has to go off to war, so he tries everything in his power to get his dad back through faith.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. And you're 11 now. You were 7 when you did this movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Did you have teeth then? Because you got great looking teeth now.
Baby teeth.
Baby teeth.
How old are you now?
I'm 11 now.
You're 11 now.
In fact, I turned 8 the day after we shot.
The day after.
Done.
Wow. Yeah. So it was just a.
Wow, it's taken a while, for almost half your life for this movie to
Yeah.
come out, right?
I know.
Thank goodness Kim Douglas wasn't involved in this. It takes forever to get this movie to come out.
Dinosaur comment coming back. Well, yes, no. Well, we're happy to have all three of you. You produced it as well as starred in a cameo in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is like 5 years of our lives
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
1 hour, 40 minutes of your time. And I hope, I hope you like it. I hope it will touch your heart. This is a family, more than a movie, it's like a family experience. And we're independent filmmakers. That's why it takes a lot of time. We do everything outside of the system. Has one advantage that you control the integrity of the content and the story. And for us, that's very important. We believe that art has the power to heal and bring people together. And our hope as a filmmakers is that when people see the movie, they will leave not only entertained, but hopefully they will leave inspired to love more and judge less, inspired to forgive more and complain less.
You're lulling me with that beautiful voice, and I'm so going just by listening to it.
Well, I'm sure the eyes are hurting, the beard,
nothing,
and
the whole thing. But it's nice to have you back as well. You were here
Yes,
last
thank
time
you.
with How I
Yeah.
Met Your Mother.
Thank
and
you, yes.
You have graduated from that big time.
Yeah, no, this is a blessing for me to get to do this film because, coming off of a Disney Channel show, which is a Waverly Place, they gave me my shot to act dramatically. And, they took a gamble on a Disney actor and let me sort of prove myself. And I always admired films growing up that left the theater with you.
Right.
So when I read this film and I read the script, I remember I was bawling in this coffee shop. People were looking at me like I was crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just such a good script, and it has that ability to leave the theater with you. So I just felt so lucky to be a part of it, and to get to do some dramatic acting was
Good.
fantastic.
Well, do you get hungry? Because we're going into the kitchen to cook today.
Oh, I'm starved. I'm always
So
starved.
it's Jakob, Eduardo, and David from Little Boy. Do not go away. All right, here to talk about the soon-to-be-released movie called Little Boy, we have a young actor named Jakob Salvati here, actor and producer Eduardo Verastegui. Did I get it? See,
Very good now.
I can teach an old dog. You really can. And back with us, David Henry. Good to see you guys.
David, welcome.
Nice to have you back on the show. World War II dramedy.
Yes.
Right? And we talked a little bit about it, but tell us a little more about the...
Well, Pepper Flint Busby, Little Boy, has the biggest faith and the biggest love out of anyone in the entire world, and his love is centered on his father. But when his father has to go to war, one of the most devastating parts is when the bus comes to pick his dad up for war, and he's just heartbroken that he tries everything in his power to get his dad back. And it's just a sad but great story.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look. This is the trailer, I believe, for the movie. Take a look.
My story takes place on the home front. That's my dad. I wanted to be just like him. Everything we did became a great adventure.
Do you believe we can do this?
Yes, I believe we can do this!
Partner, do you believe you can do this?
I believe I can do this!
Pepper Flint Busby, it's time to go to bed.
All was good in the old Busby home, or so I thought.
You're going to war.
Yes.
I don't want you to go. Why can't we stay together?
Faith is powerful.
But if I get enough faith, nothing's impossible, right? even bringing my dad home?
Your faith won't work if you have even the slightest bit of doubt.
What if I can bring Dad back?
How? How are you gonna bring Dad back?
I can move a mountain.
You wanna move a mountain? There's one. Go ahead, move it.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. I got goosebumps. You're so little. My goodness. Was that the first time you ever acted?
No, I've done a few other things, but it was my first big production.
That big production?
One was a huge production.
Okay, so what was like your very first day on the set like for you?
Well, the first day I was humiliated and I felt...
What? What?
I was humiliated because everyone was like looking at me and I'm like,
oh, okay.
I'm like sitting there cooped
Hey, you're
up.
an actor. You should get used to that.
They were looking at you because you were probably just, look at this adorable, wonderful kid.
Yeah, and so Eduardo Verástegui and Alejandro Monteverde, they said, we'll give him a toy after every single scene.
Well, I
Every
understand.
single completed scene.
But I understand, Eduardo, that when he came on the set, though, that very first day, he decided, oh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, imagine, I mean, we're talking about 200 people, and this is the first day of shooting, and he sees other kids over there playing, and he wants to play with them.
It's only
And then-
7.
Yeah, he's only
Yeah. I
7
was
years
only
old,
7.
and Alejandro, no, it's time to work. And 3 hours later, he tells his mother, Mom, I'm just a kid, and I want to have fun, and this is not fun. I want to go home. I don't want to do this movie anymore. And he starts crying, and Alejandro, the director, and myself, we're having a heart attack. Like, oh my gosh, the lead actor doesn't want to do this movie anymore, so what are we going to do?
Right.
So then Alejandro and I were talking about, let's make this thing fun, Jacob. Let's create a game. Every single time you hit 10 points, what does that mean? You're going to obey the director. You're going to behave well. We'll give you, you tell your mother what toy you want, and I'll give you whatever you want. And he goes like, okay, what about my brother? Because his brother was there too, and we'll give a toy to your brother as well. Okay, what about Dylan, the other kid? No, it's just, your brother, and that's
the
it.
making of a diva. You know that.
Include your brother.
But literally 20 toys later, he became like Marlon Brando on set, on steroids. And of course, Alejandro, the director, was amazing, and he was working with him, and he was, of course, 2 toys later, every day. 2 toys, every day 2 toys, but he was a 7-year-old kid and he did an amazing job, and I was very touched by his performance. He's gonna steal your heart and not let go to your heart.
Real quick question. Would you negotiate my next contract?
Yes.
I think,
It's a great businessman.
I know, right?
Sure.
Now, David, we know that you auditioned with him. He came in to do an audition
Yes.
with you. So what was that like?
Yeah, it was the chemistry read. So I went in for the chemistry read with him, and it was sort of, the chemistries are always a bit awkward. You never know if you're going to get along with the other person, if your personalities are going to connect, or any of that. So I was very lucky that he watched Wizards of Waverly Place and he knew me. So the moment I walked into the room, I saw his eyes light up like I was his big brother. I was like, all right, perfect. Half the battle's already won. And the scene was very emotional, the one that we had to do. And I remember, I think you were there,
Yes.
and then Alejandro and the
We were
producers.
crying.
And it was a very emotional scene. I had to cry, he had to cry. And I remember it's tough for me. It's tough to, cry in front of people and act. It's not an easy thing to do. So it went well. I remember I nailed it. I felt good about it. The director yells, cut. I look over at him. He's bawling. Tears are coming down his eyes. I'm amazed at his performance. The moment the director yells, cut, he goes like this. That was good. You're a good actor.
You paid him a compliment?
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah, I was just amazed that he was able to go from it took me a week to get over that scene. And he literally went from night to day, and in one moment crying, the next moment super bright. But I learned a lot from you as an actor because it's easy to take yourself way too serious, and it's always easy in life to overstress about things or really put too much into it. But if you're like a little child in life, I think things come easier. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Well, you got him to be a little child because I understand there was a ship on the set one day and you took him to do what?
Yeah, we were swinging on the ropes of the deck, and that was actually the main scene at the trailer where I say the mast is broken. I was swinging on the ropes and going
playing
under the
pirates.
boat, and yeah, it was fun.
And you too, you became what, 9 years old again, right, David?
Oh, there's a picture. Yeah. We had so much fun there. I remember I remember that day I was like, man, this kid's awesome because we just played make believe. I said, pretend. Oh, okay, it's there. I said, pretend we're like pirates and stuff, and we're fighting people and all this and that. And he was so into it. I remember he was like literally there fighting pirates, and I was like, man, I know why they got this kid.
Yeah,
This kid's really good. Like that's special.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, fantastic. You're going to teach me how to cry later on. Cry,
I have to
hold my
just
breath,
watch that
stomp my
trailer. I
feet.
broke out in hives
I know.
and
You
cheers.
can watch it on our
Lovely.
website, you know,
Yeah.
littleboymovie.com,
Yeah.
littleboymovie.com, April 24th, bring your family.
Yeah.
And this
will.
little boy is gonna wake up, the little boy that we all have in our hearts. That's
Yeah.
you know, sometimes when we grow up, he falls asleep. And what I mean by that is the capacity to love big and to dream big and to forgive big and to do
Yeah.
great things with your life.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I worked up an
Thank you.
appetite. I hope you did. You can see all of these guys, all three of them, Jacob and Eduardo and David and our snorter over here to my left. Little Boy is the name of the movie. It's in theaters the 24th of this month.
I was looking at Kim because
becoming a
we were
little
looking
girl.
at Eduardo, the two of us. We're a couple old dinosaurs here, just looking at it, going, oh my goodness.
We're coming right back. We're heading in the kitchen with Chef Mike. Don't go away.